All right, Coach, we're about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. To throw on second down. Caught right side. Gresham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
And for Darius Geis, this is his first NFL carry. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, John.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Smith. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Smith off to Geis on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jyoung117. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, the Cardinals coming out here, and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south. Unfortunately, week 1, that's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, coaching change. Steve Wilkes now in charge. Comes with a defensive bench. Remember, he's a defensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers. And he probably was blitzing from the time he took the job. That's how aggressive he is. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, there's going to be a battle for the quarterback spot. You knew they signed Sam Bradford. Josh Rosen was drafted. But the identity of this team, David Johnson, their running back. Missing him most of last season really changed the whole dynamic of their year.
On second down, Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Rosen. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins making their way out. Last year, a fairly quiet 7-9. Now, the big change, of course, for 2018 here, exit Kirk Cousins, enter Alex Smith at quarterback. What does that change?
The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still could deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for being careful that it's overblown. He will take the shot downfield. If receivers shake free,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. It's the first NFL touchdown for LSU's Darius Geis, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit!
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11th. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Tiger! Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, gun.
once again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Smith. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And taken right at the 35. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Preston Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From his goal line here, Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go. Let's go, 15. Let's go, yellow.
The They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're just, hey.
Smith on first down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Hey, on. 52. 35.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Rosen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Redskins. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert On 3rd and 9. Here's Smith to throw on 3rd down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part,
he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff. Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. For Rosen. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And Dawson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, giving different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina, and the Panthers have scored to extend their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Geis. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Let's go.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Again, a run to Thompson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Play fake here on first down. It's Alex Smith's first touchdown pass as a Washington Redskin. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Rosen on 1st and 10. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rosen will throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Johnson on the counter. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him? And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit!
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Hey, on.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening